Welcome back, my beautiful, beautiful bookish besties. I hope you're all having a great day filled with love and joy and color. I'm sorry, I know the intro was lame. I was trying to come up with a good segue from hello into the Rainbow TBR idea I had, but I couldn't figure anything out, so we're just gonna roll with it. Today's TBR video is centered around color and rainbows, as you could probably figure from the title and this little cover picture. So what the Rainbow TBR is a TBR, obviously, that involves finding books with covers of a certain color. For example, the first book on my TBR has a red cover, and then the second one has an orange cover. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sure you'll figure it out once we get going. This isn't too complicated or creative, so I think we'll all be on the same page soon if we aren't already. I added some colors that aren't on the rainbow to make the TBR a little longer, so we have the typical colors on the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. I skipped indigo and include pink instead. I know indigo is technically the one on the rainbow, but pink is just so pretty, and I want to include pink covers. So we're skipping indigo, replacing it with pink. And I also have black, brown, gray, and white, because those are like core colors. I feel like I needed those in here. The first color on the rainbow is red. I don't know why I'm telling you guys that as if you didn't go to kindergarten. I feel a little bit like a teacher right now, okay? Okay, class, the first color of the rainbow is red. Can anyone spell red? So, since that's the first color on the rainbow, I'm picking a book with a red cover to start with. I think you guys get it. As you guys can see, the first book on the TBR is Womb City by Tlotlo Samase. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Probably am not. Sorry. This is a recently released book that came out in January. It's a sci-fi book set in a futuristic, sexist Botswana. The female main character, Nila, has a microchip in her body that allows her husband to control her and her body. I don't know much more than that, and I don't really feel like I need to because that was enough to hook me. This sounds really good. The next color on the rainbow is orange. And I chose Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros for this one. I feel like it's time to continue the Empyrean series. I've waited long enough. I have a bunch of reading vlogs for this book saved on my watch later list, and I want to watch them. That's honestly what's driving me to read this book, is those videos, because I'm not even drawn towards the book itself. It's literally just because I want to watch spoiler reading vlogs. I think everyone knows what this book is, but if you don't, if you somehow missed it, this is the second book in the Empyrean series, coming after Fourth Wing. It's about students at this war college that ride dragons. It's a super cool concept. And the tagline of this book intrigues me. It's interesting. Look, it says, burn, period, it, period, down, period. In all caps. What are they burning down? The college? Oh my goodness, they're gonna burn down the college. They're burning something. I'm intrigued now. I'd find out what they're burning. For yellow, we have Twisted Games by Anna Huang. This is a romance. It's the second book in the Twisted series following Bridget and Reese. She's a princess and he's her royal bodyguard. I really like Anna Huang's writing, and the breadcrumbs we got of them in Twisted Love had me feeling some type of way. So I have high hopes for this one, and a lot of people say this is their favorite, so I'm excited. And how can you go wrong with the bodyguard trope? You can't. You can. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay, so for green, I have two, because both these books have been ones that I've been saying I'm going to get to for almost a year, and I need that extra push, otherwise I might never read them. I'm hoping that by putting these books on the monthly TBR, I'll be more inclined to read them, so this will serve as the extra push that I need. So the first one we have Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It's a classic, and one of my goals for this year was to read more classics, and this cover is so cute. I love the peacock. This is the OG Enemies Lovers book. I need to read it. How can I be an Enemies Lovers fan without having read Pride and Prejudice? And then we have The Maze Runner by James Dashner. My brother got me the third book in the series for my birthday, and so I need to start the series so I can get to the one he got me, because I feel bad not reading it. For blue, we have The Mystery Guest by Anita Prose. I'm actually reading The Maid by her right now, and then I want to jump into this one. I don't know anything about this other than the fact that it's a thriller. It's about a maid. There's autism representation in this. That's about all I know. I'm not too far into The Maid yet. I'm like 10% through, so I don't know what the plot of this book is at all. Like, is she gonna find another dead body? I don't know. But I like to go into thrillers blindly because then I'm shocked by everything that's happening and it's more exciting for me. So I think me being clueless is gonna work in my favor. I hope so. For purple, we have Nevermore Bookstore by Kerrigan Byrne and Cynthia St. Aubin. I haven't read from either of these authors, but this cover is so cute. It's giving like cozy, spooky Halloween read. And I know it's not October anymore, but I've decided I don't care. Let's normalize reading holiday romances at random times throughout the year because they're cute, they're light, they're fun, and why do we have to wait until October or December to read holiday romances? Why are we depriving ourselves in the middle of April? There's no good reason. So this is gonna be on the TBR. I don't care. Hey guys, this is mid-editing Trixie, and I love how I just went on that tangent. I still stand by everything I said, but this isn't even a Halloween book, I don't think. I don't know why I thought it was. I think it was the cover. It's giving like Halloween vibes, but the book is actually not a Halloween book. So don't go into it thinking that. Peace out and get back into the old Trixie. I read the blurb, and Nevermore Bookstore is about this bookshop owner who talks on the phone with this mysterious guy named Fox for hours. She doesn't know who he is, but he's catching feelings, and unbeknownst to her, he already has feelings for her. What? Or at least I think so. Maybe I shouldn't have said that actually because I don't even know. But based on the blurb, I feel like that's what the blurb was getting at. I feel like it's an unrequited love story at first. That's what I was getting. I don't know. And the hero is a hermit, just like me. Yay for relatable characters. The Goodreads rating for this isn't too great, but I want to give it a try and see for myself whether I like it or not because it sounds good and it looks cute. And some of my 5-star reads have a Goodreads rating of less than 3.3. So, for pink, I love pink. This is so pretty. I love this slide so much. But for pink, we have Highly Suspicious and Fairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This is another one that I've been saying I'm going to read for months, and I never actually do. February is going to be the month, though. It's going to be the month. I don't know what this is about, but if Talia Hibbert writes it, I'll read it. I don't care what the trope or plot is. She's just so funny. I feel like she could make any book work. I'd be willing to read literally anything from her. Someone on Instagram advertised this as friends to enemies to lovers, and I'm gonna take their word for it. I love that trope. I think this will be a fun time. For Black, we have Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Six of Crows high fantasy duology. It's about 6 criminals. It's super fun. I kind of cheated on this one though because I really wanted to read Crooked Kingdom in February, but I don't know if the original cover is black enough to count for the black cover. So I'm just gonna use the collector's edition cover. No one can argue that that one is black, so I cheated, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't do anything. So I'm so excited for this. This is one of my most anticipated reads of the month. I love Leigh Bardugo's writing, and these characters mean everything to me. I can't wait to be reunited with my babies, you know, Matthias, Cassidy, and Ned, Jasper, and Wyland. I miss them all so much. I'm so excited to read this. Everyone says this book is better than Six of Crows, and that was already amazing enough. So if this is better than that, I don't know what I'll do. Obsessed over it for months, probably. I can't wait to read it. I seriously can't wait. For brown, we have Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. I've never heard that last name before. Based on what I've heard from the people who talk about this book, Legends and Lattes is a cozy fantasy mystery romance. I know I just threw a lot of genres at you, but I think that's what this is. That's what I've heard. The cover is cute, and I'm hoping the inside will be just as cute. For gray, we have Love Story by Lauren Lane. The first line in the blurb says, over the course of one wild road trip, feuding childhood sweethearts get a second chance at love in this charming rom-com. I read that one sentence and I immediately added it to my TBR. I love road trip romances. I love rom-coms. I love second chance romances. And the idea of feuding childhood sweethearts sounds really fun and angsty. It sounds right up my alley. I'm hoping I'm going to love it. I'm hoping I'm going to love Love Story. I'm too funny. For the color white, I added 2 books to the TBR. I couldn't choose between them. A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire comes before From Blood and Ash, and Ruthless Vows comes after Divine Rivals. These are both at the top of my priority TBR because both these books are the second in a series or a duology where the first book ended on a cliffhanger. And I cannot live peacefully without knowing how they end, so I need to read both these. So I'm just gonna put both of them on here. I don't care. If I could read these books today, I would, but unfortunately, I cannot because both these books are incredibly popular, so they're in high demand at the library, and I can't get my hands on them. Honestly, I mostly put this here as wishful thinking. I'm hoping, begging, I can read them in February. If I can't, I'll cry and hope against all odds I can read them in March. For some reason, I thought if I put them on the TBR, it would increase my chances of me getting them at the library. I'm like manifesting them. If I had to choose between them, I would choose A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire because I liked From Blood and Ash more than Divine Rivals, I would say. I adore the main characters, and their banter is so fun and entertaining. That's not to say I didn't enjoy the characters and the banter in Divine Rivals, but I feel like From Blood and Ash has the potential to be one of my favorites ever, and I don't see that with Ruthless Vows. I haven't been able to stop thinking about From Blood and Ash since I read it, and there are days where I don't think about Divine Rivals at all, so I think I have a clear favorites, but I'm really excited for both of them. I think they'll both be 5-star reads. At least I'm hoping. Manifesting again. If only I could actually read these books. Oh my gosh, I really, really hope I can get a hold of them. I can't wait anymore. And these are the last books on the TBR. So I have a total of 13 books. I think I was counting on my finger. I hope I counted right and didn't forget. I think I have 13 books though. I have a total of 13 books that I absolutely must read next month. I'll see you guys March when I tell you how many of these books I actually read. Bye! I don't know how I managed to forget my most anticipated read for the month, but somehow I did. It's another white cover book, and it's Beauty Fire by Krista and Becca Ritchie. It's Connor and Rose's second book, and if you watched my top 23 books of 2023 video, or if you watched any of my videos on this channel, you probably heard me talk about how much I love Kiss This Guy. It has become my favorite book ever. I'm obsessed with the couple, and I can't wait to be in their heads again. This is probably going to be my top book of 2024, if I'm being honest. To recap, these are the 14 books on my TBR. Is this 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2. 14, yes! So we have Womb City, which is a futuristic sci-fi. Iron Flame, that's a fantasy romance. Twisted Games, it's a bodyguard princess romance. Pride and Prejudice, that's a classic enemies lovers romance. The Maze Runner, that's dystopian. The Mystery Guest, that's thriller. Ruthless Vows, historical fantasy romance. I love that there's so much genre variety in this because that was one of my goals for the new year was to try new genres like sci-fis and thrillers and the classics, and I'm doing it. Well, I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna do it. I am going to do it. Mark my words. And then on the second row, we have Nevermore Bookstore, which is a romance. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, which is another romance, but it's YA romance. So it's a little different. And we have Crooked Kingdom, which is high fantasy. Legends and Lattes, cozy, fantasy, mystery, romance. I don't really know what genre that is. It could just be all of them. Love Story, that's contemporary romance. A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, that's high fantasy romance. I need the book right now. I'm actually so excited to continue that series. So excited. And my most anticipated read that I can't believe I almost forgot to add. How did I forget it? I have no idea. But it's Fueled Fire by Carissa and Becca Ritchie. It's contemporary romance. Okay, now this video is actually over. There's no more tricks. There's no more books. I'll see you guys next time where I tell you how many of these I actually read in the month of February.